all. HJP with a 3-0 with a dominating lead from the Zetterburn. I mean, that's a terrifying Zetter to have to run into.
Oh, absolutely, right.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like Refrain was playing poorly either.
Nope. No, yeah, and you saw, I think one of the biggest differences there was the ability for HKP to consistently get those edge guards, the ability for HKP to close out those stocks, right? Think about how it felt when Refrain was ahead. It was just like these death by 1,000 cuts until eventually a hit was found that could actually combo into that kill. HKP, every time you touched Refrain, we were afraid. We were afraid that that was the stock, you know? And that's the danger of not only Zetterburn, but of these top players like HKP on
Absolutely.
Any character, really. Any representative that is that good at the game is going to make you feel every single hit.
Every single time, too. And HKP going to be moving on in winner's side, as I believe that was just winner's round 2.
Yeah.
So I think that HKP might even have more to play before getting out of
I think
pool.
he has one set that determines winners into top 32. Who he'd be playing, I'm not sure. But who we're currently watching, I see why, but I'm not familiar with that player.
It is not Games and Flames, I can tell you that.
Which means...
Well, okay. Well, I definitely didn't see the player at all. I just saw, like, a jacket and then a controller. I was like, well, it's not Games. It's not it's not a keyboard.
Let's check the pool. That is Bunn0w0? Is that the name?
Wait, hold on.
Which upset a Teos.
So I am not familiar with Bunn0w0. But a 3-2 victory over a Teos is huge.
Yeah, that's real big.
You know, a Teos previous season, top 50 like the top 50 debut, has been absolutely kicking it this season. You know, just taking out a lot of the, Midwest Eliana players, right? You know, that Olympia really, really terrifying to play into. Meanwhile, Bunn0w0 bringing out the Zetterburn.
Seeing another Zetto. Okay, if this is the same tag, I have played Bunn0w0 online. Their Zetter is very scary.
Okay.
They are one of those more controlled Zetterburns, right? Maybe not going to do some of the highest APM things all the time, but they're going to find those confirms, they're going to go for those consistent things, and they're going to put the pressure on for sure.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, that's one of the big things, right? Zetterburn, and really just every Rivals character, has so much self-expression available to them, right? And it's one of those moments where you think to yourself, well, it might not be super high APM, but simple Zetter works just fine. I mean, we're already seeing things like the pity flips, things like that. So it might not be high APM, but it is still high technicality.
Yeah, absolutely technicality already being displayed right now, but a lot of pressure being displayed from Y, right? I mean, it's just been moving from one edge guard to the next, right? And that is the storyboard for Rano, but it is also the storyboard for Zetter. Does not like being on that offstage.
Yeah, but still has a double jump. Still going to be able to get back on stage. We see these shines coming out the back air. Going to be able to take the stock. No purple, but, good luck reacting to that one. As Bunn0w0 in a lot of trouble here. And, the up B actually to catch the forward air.
Yep.
And you can see the Zetter finding ways to survive where other Zetters haven't been able to.
And this is such a scary spot to be in. So many needle stacks, so much perspective. The trade of Nair into Bear, so aware from why they're doing everything they can to just destroy all of the resources Fafo has off stage.
Yeah, and is such a scare right now. Just seems like there's no way that Y even has a single care in the world trying to make sure that Bunn0w0 doesn't get a chance to bring that upset to the table.
Right, and we're seeing all the technicality come out, all the mix-ups come out on these edge guards, but we're not seeing the kill. Just there we go. Okay.
Commentator curse. I mean, always going to come into play.
A hill to climb, and that was kind of a stray hit, right? It's not the hard, tight combo game that you're hoping to see from Zetter on those kill confirms, and that you're going to need to pull out to kill a player like Y.
Yeah, you can see right here Y starting to take a lot of damage. Hold on. That fastball fair was beautiful from Bunn0w0. And another forward air going to take Y off stage in a lot of trouble, a lot of damage. Upstrong barely not going to be able to connect. Wasn't able to reverse turn it around. No double jump.
Does get the down. No, doesn't go for the down B, but does have the air dodge. Great flip. Avoids the up B from Y. Great awareness. Oh, that was almost a connection, but not quite. Bunn0w0 trying real hard to close out the stop. May just do it. That's the last stock for Y. Bringing it all the way back. A huge shift in momentum right here, but he is going to have to be able to get back from this edge guard, and this is so scary. So high percent. One fair. No, not going to do it. Great tech. Yeah.
But the Dacus gonna come in clutch. I mean, it might have been Needle into Dacus. Might not necessarily be a true combo, but true combo, true chmombo. You know, who cares if it's true or not? If it connects, it worked.
Uh-huh. And, I mean, I think the #1 thing I saw there from Bunn0w0 was that this is a combo game worth fearing, right? This is a Zetter burn that will hit you, and when they hit you, they will hit hard, right? So no matter how high of a caliber player we've been talking about why, right? He has to be so careful with every opening that he gives Bunn0w0 in this game.
Yeah, but also one thing to note, right? Bunn0w0 not playing flowchart, right? You see a lot of changes to the way how he's edge guarding, how he's playing, and how he's taking the lead.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I said high APM. I'm starting to change my mind. Bunn0w0 putting on the pressure, turning it up exactly when they want to.
Yeah, I mean, we said this earlier today, right? If you face against someone who plays incredibly high speed, there's two ways to deal with it. One, drag them down to your speed, or two, pump up the gas and go at it at their speed.
Yeah, absolutely. But this is a great edge card coming out from Y right now. So many needle stacks, so much percent being tacked on. Doesn't go for the double fair, but doesn't need to, right? Just rinse.
Oh, no!
And the wrong direction pity flip, that's going to be so huge in this game. Oh, great up air.
Yeah, another up air, another sweet spot, but the sweet spot bear from Y going to be able to even things out.
That's one of the concerns about going for these unconventional routes against Rano, is Rano's one of those characters that has these disadvantage answers, right? If your combo game isn't crisp, if it isn't perfect, right, those bears are going to come out, they're going to mess with your opportunities to close the game out, and it's going to mess with your ability to even it up, but big edge guard coming out right now.
Yeah,
oh, just look at the sweet spot. Oh, that's such a big reversal. Missing, I believe, the double jump now, and the air dodge.
Oh my lord! The slight movement on the bubble from Y to trap Bunn0w0 was absolutely genius. Going to be able to turn a stray forward air into a full-on kill. And you can see Bunn0w0's just looking up some notes. You know, it's not mid-set coaching if those are your notes. You know.
Yeah, do some soul searching to get into the gaming headspace. That was a hard one, but that was not out of reach, right? That was just a couple of overextensions being absolutely turned into the world for Y, right? But if Bunn0w0 can reel those back or even just push it hard enough to get those stocks, to not get those reversals, right? I would not be surprised if we see a couple more games coming out.
Yeah, and right now, Y, with the dash attack, going to be able to take the early lead in percent, but, you know, we saw that in game 2, right, where Y had the early lead in percent, and Bunn0w0 had the early stock, but off stage, on Spirit Tree, and the forward air, no tech found.
Yeah, that's going to do it for this first stock, but stocks can close so quickly between these two, right? Especially on this stage, right? This is a go-to, I feel like, especially for Zetter, but even for Rano too, right? Both of these characters love these overhangs, not only for their recovery mix-ups, but for those extensions off stage.
Yeah, I mean, those extensions could turn into absolute disaster for either of these players. Bunn0w0 right now looking to make that a disaster for Y, but not going to be able to do it. Good DI out from the back air, but not going to be able to DI it away from them forever, and that is going to be the stock. No purple needed. I mean, for a 3-0, for what's on the verge of a 3-0, you know, Y really started turning things up in game 3.
Yeah, I'm really worried about how deep Bunn0w0 keeps going here, right? We're seeing when it works, right? It works, it looks beautiful. Oh, okay, great up there. But we're seeing when they go a little too deep, right? When they try to chase too far off stage, White is just brutally punishing. That was one reversal into the stock. But great combo coming out right here.
Yeah, and right now you can see why just
is so scary.
For another forward air, gets the tech read, but right
no
here,
air dodge,
off stage, no resources, no way to hit the wall. No way Dan thought that he could live there.
Yeah.
But just like that, Y, calm, collected, maybe a little bit less calm in the first 2 games, but game 3 really composed himself, really was able to wrestle that control back.
Yeah, a game of openings right there, and Y took every single one, for
Every
sure.
single one. Every single time. Oh, man. Absolutely incredible. I mean, that's one of the reasons why he's one of the top seeds.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I'm always going to be hesitant to say best Rano for literally, any of those,
Rano.
any Rano,
Yeah.
right? Like, you could say Kodak, you could say Darai, you could say Y, you could say Lucius, right? You could say...
And you'd still be missing some, right?
Like, I mean, it takes a while to get